Hey, Lisa, good morning. Rob Cesternino and Taran Armstrong here for RHAP. We saw a very intense blindside last night on the eviction episode, and it was an 11-1 vote. Can you talk a little bit about how betrayed you are feeling today, considering that you only had one vote to save you?
I thought I had at least 7 or 8 votes guaranteed, no matter which way things played out. And I only had one vote. I appreciate you, Kenny. Thank you for having my back and being true to your word. But yeah, that's quite crazy.
Did anybody give you any kind of heads up ahead of time at all, or try to?
No, I really would have loved like a little like wink or like an I'm sorry or like, I don't know, dust me with some edible glitter just to give me some inclination what is happening. I mean, I love transparency. I was very transparent and carried through on my word to my alliance members, and my loyalty went a long way in the show and with my house guests. So, they didn't carry that through, but I stand by how I carried myself with the people that I thought I was working with.
Okay, Lisa, we saw that latest confrontation that you had with Angela. I'd love to know, will you be associating yourself with Angela outside of the house?
I will not. I stand by what I said in the house. This doesn't align with me inside of the house or outside of the house, and that is what I meant.
What was there anything specifically that Angela was doing that caused you to say that to her? Like what was it specifically that she had done?
You know what? I mean, she put me on the block day 1, week 1. So you picked the wrong girl. I do not underestimate me. I am stronger than you think. Do not let the glitter fool you. I just like to garnish myself in my life. So, you know what? I will say, what was the question again? Sorry, I got distracted by the glitter in my eye.
Well, it
happens.
It did. So it seemed like after she put you on the block, there was this brief moment where that she was trying to work with you.
Mhm.
And it seemed like the relationship had some potential, but then it fell apart pretty quickly. What was it specifically that happened between the two of you at that point?
Right. So she definitely wanted to align with me when she felt isolated in the house and like she didn't have anyone. And then the person, me being on the block, that was following through on my trust that she had put in to me the night before. I was carrying through that and, protecting myself that week. So, she came to me and said all the things and wanted to build trust with me and work with me throughout the game. And, I told her actions speak louder than words. So I looked at actions as well as words throughout the week. I saw the way she was treating other house guests, and I did not agree with it. It didn't align with me. And so that was the conversation that I had with her out in the hammock, was just, hey, this doesn't align. And she took that rejection and she ran with it with her own choices.
We saw when you all first moved into the house that, of course, you are the celebrity chef, but there was also Tucker in the house who also likes to cook. Did you ever get the sense this season that there were too many cooks in the Big Brother kitchen?
I mean, there must have been too many cooks in the kitchen because they had to get me out. But, I still wear my crown proudly as celebrity chef in the house. They did not know that. And I'm excited to maybe throw that blindside back that, I have to blindside them a little bit this time with that cup of tea. But yeah, I mean, I was really excited to collaborate with Tucker week 3 when we both weren't have-nots, but he decided to kick me out of the house before he got a gourmet Chef Lisa meal, and that's on him.
Boy, I want to ask about your vote for Matt to stay, because that week you had talked about not wanting to be on the wrong side of the vote, and I think that there was this sort of perception that Matt was going to have the votes, but of course that was all a lie. Was your vote to actually keep Matt in the game, or were you just trying to be on the right side?
You know what? Some information trickled down to me from Quinn that Matt had the numbers to go. I didn't want to get any blood on my hands. If that wasn't the case, I still had my feelers out for what I wanted to do. And after different conversations with house guests as well as Matt, let me be very, very clear. I was never in an alliance with Matt. I was never wrapped around his finger. I'm a strong woman and I can make my own decisions. No one's going to make those for me. I voted to keep him for 2 reasons, because he would have ended up being a number for me, which I believed in my social game. So that's why my vote went with him. And Kenny had expressed to me the night before in the spa, which I call with the bathroom, which is the spa, because, you know, I did cucumber eyes and lavender essence to keep that zen going. Kenny just gave me this motion, like he wanted to go. So I thought Kenny wanted to go. I thought that that was going on around the house, but as we have seen, the house vote flips at a dime, and that happened to Matt and that happened to me. But those are the reasons why I did vote for Matt to stay. But then I did lie and say that I voted for him to leave, because for my long game and for my narrative in the house, that was the safest game decision for myself.
Lisa, there were a lot of people in the house that suspected you had one of the power-ups. Did you ever feel like that you were able to convince them that you didn't? And did you get to the bottom of who had that second power-up?
You know what? I wish I had that power-up, because I wouldn't be sitting here now. As much as I love talking to you right now, I would have loved to do it with a little bit more money in my hand. But, you know, I suspected originally Quinn and Angela had it by Angela's reaction during her veto competition. I was like, she doesn't have it, because she felt like her safety was compromised. But, you know, then it was like Quinn, maybe Leah, maybe T-Core. So the feelers were still out for that. That was never confirmed. And I wish I had the power app. Also, there were so many narratives about me in the house, most of which were not true. And it is just mind blowing that there is a lens through Big Brother that anyone will see anything and pick it apart, down to cooking and the edible glitter and everything in between.
I mean, Tucker was trained by the CIA, and he could tell that you were lying about not having the power. So
is he really trained by
I don't know.
the
That's what he
CIA?
said. That's
No. All right, Taran, last question for Lisa.
Okay, well, briefly, I in case you haven't found out, Quinn has the power.
I was right. My intuition never lies.
Chelsea dumped the moon water. It was an accident.
That's what I'm most shocked by. Not the moon water. I gave my moon water to Leah in case I didn't come back. But I didn't think I was not going to come back. So I kind of want that moon water back.
Yes.
Chelsea,
and the final question, who would you have targeted if you had stayed in the house?
You know what? I think I would have put up Cedric, because he and I never talked game. Joseph, because initially I didn't trust him because he didn't talk to me until I had the power of veto. So that's very telling of when someone talks to you in the house of their intentions. But I will say he was very surprising as I got to know him in the week. I did have some surprising, genuine moments with him. And maybe Chelsea, just because, you know, she put me up, so I would have to put her up. I wouldn't want to put Kenny up. I would have listened to what he wanted, but it was time to switch up those beautiful pictures on the block. As much as I liked mine up there, if I went HOH, I would have put some other pretty pictures up there that weren't mine.
Okay, Lisa, thanks for being so much fun. It was very nice to talk to you this morning. Keep putting glitter in everybody's food. Don't let them stop you, okay?
You know what? I'm going to garnish everything. Plates by Lisa Batch, best friend. You know where to find the edible glitter.
All right. Thanks, Lisa. Take care. Bye.
Bye.